Following Diddy, it's now Jay-Z's moment to address concerns about his alleged misuse of power in the industry. Nick Cannon has brought forward accusations suggesting Jay-Z's involvement in unsavory activities such as trafficking, reportedly with his ex-girlfriend Foxy Brown.
I was like, my understanding, Foxy got signed at like 15, 16 years old, and the first time I had heard of her was on the Ain't No Nigga record.
So let's get started with the video to delve deeper into the details surrounding the situation between these two prominent rappers.
You already know this young girl's going through the worst ever.
Yeah.
Like the man that you believe is your father, one of the most famous people in the world, people are now tearing down once again.
Nick Cannon never steps back whenever he sees anything unusual going on in the industry. He has always called out every person who is wrong. Nick Cannon is the latest celebrity to publicly disapprove of singer R. Kelly, who faces accusations of being a sexual predator and was recently the focal point of a 6-hour Lifetime docuseries titled Surviving R. Kelly. Taking to Instagram on Thursday, Cannon shared excerpts from the music video of his 2003 track Gigolo, which features Kelly. In the accompanying caption, Cannon reflects on the darkness pervasive in the music industry, addressing the broader issue before singling out Kelly. After much self-reflection and meditation, I have to be one of the first to admit that in my past, I've definitely turned a blind eye to a lot of darkness in this industry. Let's stop beating around the bush and call it what it is, the caption reads. This entire industry was established and built by evil and predatorily spirits and male chauvinistic behavior. And since the recent media outrage pertaining to it or Kelly, I have realized that the real issue at hand is the ultimate lack of care and disrespect for our queens. Nick Cannon then focuses on what he believes leads men to misuse their power. For far too long, we have treated women like second-class citizens, when in actuality they are the source, our core, and the superior beings. But our insecurities, egos, and lack of love have tried to prove otherwise, he continues. Therefore, we have several cases where we allow entertainers, executives, and everyday individuals to abuse and mistreat our life-bearers and beautiful equals. Cannon emphasizes that he is not judging any man for his past or his private actions, acknowledging his own guilt in disrespecting women and citing the lyrics of the shared track as an example. I have personally witnessed it and will no longer be silent about it. It's not dry snitching, it's a paradigm shift, he explained. Nick Cannon proceeded to list several other men who have faced accusations of inappropriate behavior, such as Les Moonves, Harvey Weinstein, and Steven Tyler, before expressing a sincere apology. I will be one of the first to say, on behalf of all men, I am sorry. Please consider me an advocate, ally, and student that needs guidance in an industry that was designed to take advantage of women, he said. Let's change it all immediately and call it all to the table for our ignorance, wrongdoings, and disrespect. I apologize, my queens. There is a belief that his remarks were directed at Jay-Z. Considering his track record, it's evident that he has consistently abused his influence, whether it pertains to securing Grammy wins or his conduct towards women. And his relationship with Foxy Brown is now a common knowledge amongst people. Foxy Brown, born Inga Marchand, has revealed that her entry into the rap industry had a significant price, especially during her youth. There are speculations that she alleges Jay-Z, then 27, took her virginity when she was only 15. The rumors further suggest that Hova, as the story goes, with purportedly generous attributes, financially supported her high school days by funding shopping sprees and pampering sessions at hair and nail salons, all with the alleged intention of establishing an intimate relationship with her.
In the beginning, we'd jump in the van, we'd go to Maryland, we'd go anywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Additionally, according to Foxy Brown, there are further allegations suggesting that Jay-Z has a preference for transgender individuals. The assertion implies that she learned about this aspect of his personal life when she started receiving calls and harassment from a transgender person shortly after Jay-Z reportedly transmitted a S-transmitted infection to her.
I think about what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I think about what I'm gonna do.
It's claimed that during one of her encounters with Jay-Z, Foxy Brown asserted that a video recording took place, and the session wasn't as private as one might expect. Allegedly, another high-profile figure, the versatile Jamie Foxx, known for his role as Wanda in the iconic sketch comedy show In Living Color, was said to be present during this encounter. The plot thickens as Foxy reportedly disclosed that Jay-Z had pressured her into signing multiple non-disclosure agreements or gag orders related to an intimate encounter involving all three of them, herself, Jamie Foxx, and Jay-Z, which she described as a threesome. The narrative takes a dramatic turn when, shortly after this incident, the alleged videotape of the rendezvous mysteriously vanished from Foxy's home. She firmly believes that Jay-Z played a role in the disappearance, raising suspicions about his involvement in the supposed theft.
Russell and I, the president of my record company, we got together and I said, Russell, I want to call a truce. I said, I want to have a sit down with Kim and I want to actually,
Beyond these sensational claims, Foxy Brown allegedly unveiled another intriguing aspect of Jay-Z's life. She hinted at an enduring connection between Jay-Z and Larry Johnson, suggesting their relationship may have been more than just a casual friendship. The fact that Jay-Z once shared an apartment with the NBA player, who had a prior association with Rocawear, added some weight to her insinuations. In her alleged candid recollection of her experiences with Jay-Z, Foxy didn't hold back in expressing her sentiments about Jay's wife, Beyoncé. Reportedly, her feelings towards Beyoncé were far from positive, as Foxy Brown purportedly claimed that Beyoncé had also been infected by Jay-Z. She said, "Now he is with Beyoncé, F that halitosis infected H. If these allegations prove true, it's undeniably distressing, given the apparent victimization of Foxy in multiple ways. She not only allegedly suffered from an infection, but also claimed to have been a victim of sexual assault as a child." Drawing a comparison to Jay-Z's actions with R. Kelly's blacklisting after accusations of child molestation raises questions about Jay-Z's own actions if Foxy's charges are accurate.
Owed him $1 million for his work on the Jay-Z collaboration, The Best of Both Worlds.
According to the allegations, it appears that Jay-Z allegedly began grooming Foxy at a very young age. The connection between them started when Foxy was approximately 14 or 15 years old, during her involvement in LL Cool J's I Shot Ya remix. As Foxy delved deeper into the music industry, she collaborated with various prominent artists, with Jay-Z standing out as a recurring collaborator and co-writer. Their debut major duet, Ain't No N, was featured on the soundtrack for the film The Nutty Professor, released in 1996, although it had been recorded back in 1994. This track began with Jay-Z's self-assured lyrics, which opened with a provocative nod to Foxy Brown. "Fox Brown? Yeah, Jay-Z, what? I keep it fresher than the next by. No need for you to ever sweat the next B. With speed, I make the best B see the exit, indeed." He continued, "You gotta know you're thoroughly respected by me. You get the keys to the Lexus with no driver. You got your own 96 something to ride. And keep your tied up in Versace, that's why." The chorus of the song evolved into a captivating duet between Foxy Brown and Jay-Z, sparking more intrigue about their relationship. The lyrics, "Ain't no N like the one I got, no one can F you better, sleeps around but he gives me a lot, keeps you in diamonds and leathers, friends'll tell me I should leave you alone, TL the freaks to find a man of their own, man of their own, man of their own," added a layer of complexity to the narrative. The controversy surrounding Foxy Brown's age at the song's release in 1996 remains a point of contention. However, official records indicate that all pre-mix recordings, including vocals, were completed by 1994 when Brown was approximately 14 or 15 years old. Her debut album, Il Na Na, hit the scene when she was just 17, featuring no less than 5 co-writing credits with Jay-Z. Notably, one track on the album, Il Na Na, carried a distinct imprint of Jay-Z's influence, suggesting a deeper connection in their relationship. The atmosphere was getting, one might say, a bit spicy.
I come from nothing together. My cousin Clark Kent, we're going to be all the way real. Everybody must say this, but Clark Kent is the reason why we are all on.
It's crucial to highlight that Method Man did not contribute to the lyrical content of these songs, indicating that Jay-Z and his associates played a substantial role in shaping the overtly explicit nature of Foxy Brown's album. Another track, I'll Be, featuring Jay-Z, also featured explicit lyrics, pointing to a release date around 1997 with a reissue, while the vocals were recorded between 1994 and 1996. The most intriguing aspect of Foxy and Jay-Z's connection during the 1990s was the persistent rumor of a concealed romantic relationship. Although neither addressed these allegations publicly, the undeniable truth is that Foxy and Jay shared an exceptionally close bond, both inside and outside the recording studio. While Foxy Brown was undoubtedly a remarkable performer, it was Jay-Z's repeated inclusion of her in his tours that raised eyebrows. The question of whether their connection was merely a friendship or something more remained unanswered. The silence on the subject could be attributed to various factors. One significant factor is Foxy Brown's age when she first crossed paths with Jay-Z, allegedly at just 15 years old, while Jay-Z was 27. This age difference raises eyebrows, especially considering Foxy later signed a contract with Def Jam, and allegations of a romantic liaison between her and Jay surfaced only after the fact. Foxy vehemently denied these claims, asserting that her connection with Jay was rooted solely in their shared passion for music. Nevertheless, the circumstances surrounding a 27-year-old man's friendship with a 15-year-old girl undoubtedly raise concerns.
No one ever, we've never heard anything like that. Have you ever heard?
The on-stage chemistry between Jay-Z and Foxy Brown was hard to overlook, and Jay-Z frequently invited Foxy to join him in performances during his tours, all while she was still a teenager. This situation began to draw parallels to the Aaliyah and R. Kelly scandal of that era, where their close relationship raised suspicions. Seen together often, mingling in the same circles and partying together, observers couldn't help but speculate whether there was more to their connection than they publicly disclosed. In the 1990s, comparisons were drawn between Foxy Brown and Jay-Z and Lil' Kim and Biggie, highlighting the undeniable chemistry they shared. In the case of Lil' Kim and Biggie, their connection extended beyond friendship into a romantic one. Naturally, people began to wonder if Jay-Z and Foxy shared a similar bond. The speculation around their relationship was further fueled by the infamous Ether track by Nas, which seemed to imply that Jay-Z had a romantic involvement with Foxy. This added another layer to the ongoing speculation that their connection went beyond mere friendship. Damon Dash was also recently interviewed by Nick Cannon, who asked him, "At what age was Foxy Brown signed?" And Cannon responded by saying, "I wasn't paying attention to Foxy Brown. I didn't sign Foxy Brown. Stop putting me in that. Don't beat around the bush. Say what you want to say. What do you mean by that question? It seems like you got a question for Jay. Ask him." Well, when Cannon pressed him to give a clear answer, he exploded on the host.
I just wanted to know.
Hey, Kenyatta,
I'm just asking.
Why you bring that up? What happened with Foxy Brown? I don't know. What were you saying?
I'm not asking a question.
But as fate would have it, Damon did slip up while evading the question, which basically proved that there was something going on intimately between Foxy and Jay-Z. He said, "I never stuck my C in the Fox's box, but damned if I ain't opened Pandora's box. They try to slander your man on CNN and Fox." Sometime after the allegations surfaced, Foxy Brown addressed them, vehemently asserting their falseness. She stated, "The atrociousness of this story sickened me to my stomach. Any and everyone involved will be contacted by my attorney. In all my years in the music industry, these are the most disgusting and disrespectful allegations I've ever experienced. This fictitious story, with no audio, visual, or written interview, clearly was concocted with malicious intent. I will not let any undercover hater create discord and disrespect my name and reputation. This disrespect will not be tolerated." Wendy Williams also expressed skepticism about Jay-Z and Foxy Brown's relationship. When announcing the release of Foxy's memoir, Wendy made remarks suggesting there was something dubious about their connection. Foxy Brown has a memoir coming out in December. You might not care. The book is calling up on the most controversial moments of her history and life in hip-hop and so on and so forth. Kim Osorio, please don't be weak with this writing. Please, if you're going to tell it good. Foxy is very open about her life. But I remember when Foxy and Jay-Z had I'll Be Foxy was the star of that. Jay-Z and Foxy Brown were allegedly a romantical thing. All right, I'll say alleged, but we know. Yeah, she hit it before Beyonce, allegedly. Foxy Brown's career ignited in the heart of Brooklyn, New York, where she grew up in the Park Slope neighborhood. Her journey into the music industry was nothing short of meteoric. At a young age, she won a talent contest in her neighborhood, introducing her to the production team Trackmasters. They were working on LL Cool J's Mr. Smith album and recognized Foxy's prodigious talent, inviting her to contribute to the track I Shot Ya. This marked the inception of her journey into the world of hip-hop.
I'm here to make $1 out of 15 cents.
For context, the roots of the Foxy Brown and Jay-Z relationship can be traced back to the vibrant hip-hop scene of the early 1990s. The celebrated rapper, Foxy Brown, has navigated a tumultuous and complex career in the world of hip-hop, closely intertwined with the ascent of Jay-Z. This journey illuminates the peaks of success and the valleys of struggle that marked her path. While Foxy Brown's early collaborations with Jay-Z undoubtedly brought her considerable recognition, they also came with their fair share of challenges. This article delves into the intricacies of Foxy Brown's career, her connection with Jay-Z, the UPS, the Downs, and the eventual parting of ways.
And Foxy ever. So we're gonna wait 15 years.
It was in these early years that the roots of her association with Jay-Z, who was then emerging as both a rapper and an entrepreneur, began to take hold. Jay-Z's Rockefeller Records was making waves in the hip-hop world, and Foxy's distinctive talent and provocative style made her a prime candidate for collaboration. In 1996, Foxy Brown and Jay-Z released Ain't No N, one of their first successful collaborative singles. The song resonated with audiences, showcasing the palpable chemistry between the two artists. Foxy's fiery and unapologetic lyrical style complemented Jay-Z's smooth and commanding presence. Together, they crafted a track that catapulted their careers and established the foundation of their artistic partnership.
You know what I mean? Point of view, though. You just that our point of view is so strong that it has to be, it can't be ignored. You know what I mean? It's like an ordinary point of view. It's like very controversial.
Following the success of Ain't No N, they continued to collaborate, releasing I'll Be in 1997. This track further solidified their status as a dynamic rap duo. The synergy between Foxy and Jay-Z was undeniable, and their musical partnership showcased a unique blend of lyricism, rhythm, and a shared vision for their art. While these collaborations were indeed successful, they were not without their challenges. The complex dynamics of the music industry and the pressures of fame took their toll on both artists. Foxy Brown's rise to prominence was swift, but the spotlight brought its own set of trials. In 1999, Foxy Brown released her second album, China Doll, which debuted at the pinnacle of the Billboard 200 chart. This achievement made her the second female rapper to reach this coveted position, following in the footsteps of Lauryn Hill in 1998. China Doll not only solidified her reputation as a prominent female rapper, but also showcased her street image and paid homage to her Brooklyn roots, as well as influential artists like the Notorious Big and Jay-Z.
China Doll, though, Foxy Brown. The culture, frozen China Doll.
The success of China Doll served as a testament to Foxy Brown's undeniable talent and the impact of her collaborations with Jay-Z. The themes of her music range from gritty street tales to messages of empowerment, reflecting the diverse influences and experiences that shaped her artistry. During these early years, the foundations of Foxy Brown's association with Jay-Z, who was then emerging as both a rapper and entrepreneur, began to solidify. Jay-Z's Rockefeller Records was making waves in the hip-hop world, and Foxy's distinctive talent and provocative style made her an ideal candidate for collaboration.
No need for you to ever sweat the next chick.
While these collaborations were indeed successful, they were not without their challenges. The complex dynamics of the music industry and the pressures of fame took their toll on both artists. Foxy Brown's rise to prominence was swift, but the spotlight brought its own set of trials. In 2001, Foxy Brown released her album Broken Silence, featuring the Grammy-nominated track Nana Be Like. Despite her hopes for commercial success, the album faced challenges and complications with her label. Def Jam intensified her struggles. These difficulties ultimately led to her departure from the label.
I'ma stay poppin' shit. Anybody want it? Come see me.
In contrast, Jay-Z continued to thrive in the music industry, solidifying his position as a rap icon and savvy entrepreneur. His career reached new heights in 2004 when he became the president of Def Jam Recordings, a pivotal development with significant repercussions for Foxy Brown's musical journey. One person on the internet wrote, "Fox is beautiful. She never needed anything to me. I loved her raps, and I always didn't like Jay. He always seemed like an ugly duckling to me. He just had talent and poetry, so you just gotta respect it. Jay ain't innocent. He and Bey stand under their umbrella of lies. Stay woke, y'all." Another one added, "I never knew exactly what went on BTW them. Obviously something definitely happened, SMH, because Foxy has not put out music in years. I believe Jay-Z has massive pull in the industry." One more person wrote, "When a 34-year-old man goes out with a 14-year-old woman goes out with a 14-year-old woman or a little girl, I consider that a CM. I don't know what other people consider that, but he should go to jail for that. And they got a lot of proof on him, but he still won't go to jail." Starting in 2019, Foxy Brown has been actively making a comeback in the music scene, gearing up for her highly anticipated fourth studio album, as reported by several media outlets. In that year, she showcased her talents by remixing Casanova's So Brooklyn. The following year, in 2020, marked an exhilarating reunion as Foxy Brown collaborated with her group, The Firm, on the track Full Circle, prominently featured in Nas's album King's Disease.
Nigga dead or alive, nigga or bitch. Firm mafiosa shit.
In any event, Foxy Brown's career, characterized by both successes and challenges, serves as a testament to the resilience necessary to navigate the dynamic music industry. Her unique style and lyrical skill are still acknowledged, and her influence on the hip-hop landscape remains indelible. That's it for today, folks. Goodbye.